This is Greg Collins, Substitute Teachers Lounge, and this week we're celebrating our first anniversary. I'll reveal my 3 favorite students. I'll play some of your favorite clips. I've got a new audio clip to play that you've never heard from a couple of years ago, and I'm going to tell you my favorite thing to say to a student and my favorite thing to hear from them. Let's get going.
Substitute Teachers Lounge.
All right, guys,
right
welcome to the first anniversary of Substitute Teachers Lounge. Let me tell you what I'm excited about. If you're watching, you see that I'm actually in my backyard. If you're listening, you can probably actually hear the wind in the trees. And I've got houses on both sides with kids who you'll probably hear playing eventually in the background. So as substitute teachers, that's part of what we like. Now, the big reveal is right now. I'm getting ready to reveal my 3 favorite students. They're all in their 30s. And yes, it's actually my kids. So they're going to help me celebrate tonight. It's about 7 o'clock in the evening, and they're going to help me celebrate. Whitney, how you doing today?
I'm good.
Good. If you look at the 2 boys, they are Brandon and Bryce. And before you ask, yes, they are twins. One just dresses better than the other. How you doing, guys?
Doing good. Pretty good.
And there's one of my 4 favorite grandchildren right there. There's Anna. How's the ice cream, Anna?
Good.
Good. All right. I just want you guys to see my family. The trees behind you, that's the backyard that they grew up in. So I want now be honest, guys. Last June, when I told you I was doing a podcast, you are probably saying, yeah, that's another stupid thing Dad's trying. What do you think now that I've had 10,000 downloads? Are you impressed? Anna's impressed.
It was better than I thought would happen.
Yes. Oh, me too. Me for sure. In fact, one of the guys that I've kind of met through all this, I actually have a bug crawling across my laptop right now. One of the guys I met through all this, when I reached that, he couldn't believe it. And he said, man, how long have you been doing this? And I said, well, it's been about 11 months at that time. Tell us real quick, Whitney, tell us your education background and what you do.
I have a bachelor's in nursing, and I am a nurse at a surgery center.
Good. Brandon, I'm doing this in chronological order so they all seem so they all
so much older.
Go ahead, Brandon.
I have a business degree from the University of Louisville, but go Cats. And I work in quality assurance for software for an insurance company.
Good. All right, Bryce, bring it home.
I got a degree from the University of Kentucky. I currently work on cell phone towers.
Good. Bryce is one of those brave people that'll actually climb the towers. Anna, you might as well tell us, what grade are you going to be in next year?
4th grade.
Are you excited about it?
Uh-huh.
Her dad is the men's basketball coach at that high school, and he is also the new girls golf coach. So I know I'm excited about that. He's a good guy to be a coach because he's very caring. I've actually gotten to substitute teach once with him, and he's a very caring teacher and coach. All right, guys, here's what I want you to do, and we'll do this quickly. I won't hold you up too long. You can pick from any of these 3 questions to answer. And I know it's been a while ago, but the first question is, what is your favorite? You don't have to give a name, but who was your favorite sub and why? Or you can just think of all the subs and say what you wish they did differently, or how would you create the perfect sub? Now, I'm going to let my firstborn answer first. If she wants to. Whitney, do you want to answer first, or do you want one of the guys?
That was a lot of parts to that question.
That was 3 different questions. You only have to answer any part of it you want to. Why was your favorite sub in high school your favorite? You want to try that one?
I'm going to be honest that high school was a long time ago for me. I was thinking it's hard for me to even think of my teachers. Did you have a favorite sub?
You got a favorite sub, Anna?
Pops.
That's what she calls me. Boys, you want to kick it off? You want to answer any of those questions?
Sure. When I look for a good sub, I like to look for somebody that knows how to officiate volleyball really well and also umpire softball. And then it's also good if in conversations they can just throw in as many Seinfeld quotes as they can at one time. That's what I look for in the perfect sub.
And everybody that's listening to this is laughing right along with you because I've certainly done that in this podcast too, but they know how much I like officiating. All right, Bryce or Whitney, how would you answer any of those questions?
I remember a bad sub in elementary school. He's given a spelling test, and he is talking fast and very angrily, and he would not repeat any words. It was pretty traumatizing. First grade, I remember that still.
Thank goodness you overcame all that, and you did fine.
Yeah.
All right, Whitney, what do you think? Let me give you one more chance here. How would you create the perfect sub?
I do remember.
Think about it for Anna now. What kind of sub would you want her to have?
I would guess, probably some of the better subs kind of have a little experience in teaching. I know they use a lot of retired teachers.
True. All right. Let me ask you this, the one final question, and then this is no holds barred, guys. Any of you tell me any one of these. What story or joke do you hear me say over and over again to the point of I can't believe he's telling me that one again? Or what's the best or goofiest story about your dad that you can share with everybody out there? Who wants to go first?
Best story.
Yeah,
I know you.
Were you going, Bryce? I can go, or you can go. Or...
I remember a story of you being old because you went to the pool when you were a kid, and you found a quarter at the bottom of the pool. And you always tell you found the quarter and you spin it on a pack of crackers and 2 sodas for you and your friend.
That is good. That's a good one.
Was.
And yes, I have shared that in the classroom too. What about you other two guys?
Let's
Anna
see.
said she had one.
Yeah, go Anna.
Go Anna.
What was it?
I did not have one.
Oh, I thought she had one.
Yeah. I can go ahead if you want, Anna, while you think about it. All right. Let's see. I'll do both of them. A story that you say over and over again is again from Seinfeld. And it's when you talk about Jerry Seinfeld meeting the actual soup Nazi in real life, and he does the "I'm sorry" thing. I feel like you bring that reference up a lot for a lot.
Do I really? That's funny. I do talk about.
No, go ahead.
No, it'll make more sense if you go ahead.
A funny story was when we were leaving a Reds game one time. We parked on the opposite side of the bridge in Kentucky, and you would always bring a portable TV that was handheld size with you. And you would watch as you're walking across a bridge where there's a hill at the end, and you're watching it to figure out what was going on. And you slipped and fell and rolled down the hill while trying to protect your TV from smashing into the ground.
I do not know that story.
That is a good one. Yeah, you wouldn't have experienced that one, Whitney. That was when Bryce, were you with us on that trip?
Oh yeah.
Okay, all right. I thought you were. All right. Any other stories you want to share about your old man before we get out of here?
One story I thought of today was when we were on vacation and you were putting clothes on in the bathroom and you thought that one of the boys had thrown a towel in the toilet, like goofing off, and it actually was your clothes that you had put in the toilet that were clean.
You couldn't see because the power got off because that storm.
You know, it's funny.
Oh, I didn't remember that part.
Yeah, that's right.
It was in Western Kentucky when that tornado rolled through, and there wasn't
tornado came through. We went out later that night and the next day, and there were roofs off of houses. Those are good, guys. And yes, what I wanted to confirm, yes, I have shared all of those stories in the classroom. Now, Anna, I think, has one more story to share before we get out of here. Do you, Anna? You got any story about Pops?
Whenever I'm at your house, whenever it's pretty outside, you would always take Eli out for a walk.
Yeah, I like what she's got. Anna's got a little brother who turns 1 year old this month. And by the way, Brandon and Bryce have newborns in their family who were born in February within 3 days of each other. So there you go. That's Zach right there. That was exciting for all of us. So thank you guys. I appreciate it. I will tell the rest of you that I'm going to play some highlights now. And at the end, I'm going to tell you what I think is the best thing to remember for students and what's the thing I'll look forward to hearing most at the schools. See you guys later.
Later.
All right. All right, we are live at the volleyball match tonight, and I have a unique situation. I'm actually refereeing a match for 6th, 7th, and 8th grade where I've taught every player that's on the floor. So we're going to try to get them to design the perfect substitute teacher tonight. All right, I've got more players here with me now on the volleyball court. They're going to create the perfect substitute teacher. Tell me your first name and how you would do that.
Okay, my name's Kinsley, and if I had to create my own substitute teacher, I would definitely make them jokey and loose, and I would also make them trustworthy, because some of us have to do things in the day, and some of them don't trust you to get out of the classroom, so just trusting.
Good.
My name is Abby, and I think to create the perfect substitute teacher, they would be funny, and they would joke around with you, and that's it.
All right.
My name is Lexus, and the best substitute teacher would be like funny, but also really kind to you.
Okay.
My name is Cassie, and I think the best substitute teacher would be very forgiving.
Okay, good.
My name is Lola, and I think the best substitute teacher would be very funny and joking, and yeah.
Good.
My name's Hannah, and I think the best substitute teacher would be funny and kind and interactive with the students.
That's good. All right.
My name is Haley, and I think if I made the best substitute teacher, it'd be someone who is kind and serious, but at the same time can joke around.
Good.
My name is Emily, and the best substitute teacher would be nice, jokative, cooperative, and equal and even to like all the students.
Perfect, ladies. Y'all good luck tonight. Have a good game. All right, I am here with two fine young volleyball players, and they're going to describe to me how they would create their favorite substitute teacher. Tell me your first name and what you would do.
My first name is Rose, and I want a substitute teacher who is always fun and isn't too strict or just quiet. I want to be fun and talk to us and interact with us, so that we can make it really, really fun.
That's great. That's great. Now tell me your name and how would you create the perfect substitute teacher?
My name is Michaela. My favorite substitute teacher is probably a fun one who's not too strict but still can abide by rules. But also isn't too quiet.
That's great. That's great. Thanks, Caleb. Have a good game. All right, we are back on the volleyball court with some 8th grade volleyball players. We're going to interview them now. They're going to tell us how they feel about substitute teachers. Give me your first name and tell me anything about substitutes that you want to.
Okay. My name is Bailey, and something that makes a sub cool is when they don't let the class go too crazy, but they're still fun, and they tell personal stories.
Good, good. Go.
My name is Shelby, and what makes a sub cool is whenever they're nice.
Okay, all right. Go.
My name is Olivia, and subs that I think would be a perfect sub would be someone that interacts with us and they're fun and don't let the classroom go too wild, but still lets us have
all right.
fun.
My name's Avery, and subs I didn't enjoy were, can't say their name, but they were
Say it.
they were rude to us, I guess, and yelled at us for sharpening our pencils.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Go.
My name's Ananiah, and I like when subs are chill, but not too chill where we don't get anything done. Then the teachers come back the next day and we don't know what we're supposed to be learning.
That's a good answer. All right, here we go.
Hi, my name's Skylar. My worst experience with a sub would probably be when they accuse you of things when you're not doing stuff, and are just plain out stupid. And I think that I know that they're not your main teacher, but I think they should still be respected like they are yours.
Good.
My name's Emma, and I don't like subs who come in and yell at you for no reason, yell at you to be quiet when you're not even talking.
Okay.
And a good sub would be someone who tells you to get your work done, but is also laid back and chill.
Good.
I'm Abigail, and I like it when subs.
Okay, take your time.
Okay. I like it when subs will let you do what you need to do to get your work done, but also make sure you're not doing anything you're not supposed to do when the teacher's there.
Good. Did I miss anybody?
Can I say another thing?
Hey, good luck, girls. Good luck tonight.
Thank you! Mr. G's the best sub ever.
Am I still able to teach you guys even when we're having fun in class?
I'll take this one. Of course you can teach people while they're having fun. I personally think that the best time that I'm learning is when I'm having fun with someone. And I think that students will remember the lesson and just grow from it more than just a regular teaching setting.
I totally agree. I read some teaching things on the side, and there's a movement to try to get away from textbooks, believe it or not, and try to add more fun to the classroom. What about have you ever had substitute teachers make you feel disrespected, and why was that? And of course, don't mention any names here.
I can only think of one time, and it was back in 8th grade for me, but I don't even remember the guy's name. But all I know is that he gave us the work, and then there was something we were supposed to read from a textbook, and we were going around the room reading, and someone read something, but it was, an old textbook. So it had been tattered, and people had written some things in it. And they crossed over the words, and the girl showed the sub what was written in it, and he was trying to blame her on it and say, "Oh, you just wrote this," and all that kind of stuff. And everyone no one liked that sub just because of how he handled that situation.
I understand.
Yeah.
What do you all think about subs that come in and I don't want to call it yelling, but start raising their voice immediately? I'll tell you where I'm going with this. It's been my experience, even when I've collaborated with another teacher, that it seems like the teachers that come in and yell the most are the ones that the students yell back at the most. And the ones that are more soft-spoken or, like a more participatory type student, they're the ones that the students seem to participate more with. What's your all's experience?
I think when a sub or a teacher yells at you, it makes the kids feel like the teacher doesn't really care about them. So they don't really care about the class, and then they end up not doing well in the class. And that's because the teacher starts yelling at them and stuff.
All right, we're talking with our first student today. Tell us your first name and then your favorite substitute teacher story.
Hello, my name is Michael, and my favorite substitute teacher story was in 3rd grade, and we had this sub who the teacher didn't leave her any instructions to tell her what to do. So we all told her that it was our Fun Friday event, that we got to go outside for extra time. So when we went outside, the principal was out there helping fix kind of the courtyard area. And so when we got outside, the principal made us go back inside. And so after that, the sub got nervous and didn't know what to do. So the principal had to sit in the classroom with us and make us work, because she didn't know how to basically make us do our work, because she didn't know what we needed to do.
Okay, what would your suggestion be for that substitute teacher?
I would say go get the principal or contact that teacher and ask her for her sign-in so that she can get in and keep doing what we needed to do, or make a PowerPoint for us.
Okay, thank you very much. We have our next student with us today, and she is going to share with us her favorite substitute teacher story. Tell us your first name. Tell us the story.
My name is Hannah, and a few weeks ago we had a substitute teacher who loved to stare at me and my friends, and we got a note and we said that she had a staring problem and that she was a little weird. She found the note and she called the assistant principal to come and get me and my friends, and the assistant principal told us to not call people weird and not call people that we have staring problems.
All right, what do you think that substitute teacher could have done better?
Probably not stared at us a lot.
Because she stared at you, was it hard to get your work done?
Yes.
All right. Thank you very much, Hannah.
Now, one of my favorite substitute teachers in second grade, it was a Wednesday, and to remind us how to spell Wednesday, she always said Wednesday. And that's one of my favorite stories.
That's one of your favorite stories. What made her your favorite substitute teacher?
Well, she was always nice, and then one day she forgot how long recess lasted, and we had an extra recess.
Good. That would make her my favorite substitute teacher. Thank you very much. All right, now we have a young lady here with us. We are going to let her give her first name and her favorite substitute teacher story.
Okay, so I'm Kylie, and my favorite substitute teacher story, my mom, she had a best friend, and the substitute teacher, she came to one of my third grade classes, and she pulled me aside and said, "Hi, my daughter is your mom's best friend," and I was like, "Cool."
That's really good. What did you like about her as a substitute teacher?
She always made sure that I was good and taken care of and all that. Even though she wasn't everybody's favorite teacher, she always had a special place in my heart.
Okay, my name's Maya, and the story that I'm going to be telling you guys is actually in gym class, and it was a couple weeks ago. So we had a substitute teacher, and she came over to me after saying roll, and she said, "Is your name pronounced Mia?" And I'm like, "No, it's called Maya." And she's like, "No, it's pronounced Mia." And I'm pretty sure it's pronounced Maya, and she was just making sure that my name was pronounced Mia when it really wasn't. So
do you think it's important for substitute teachers to get your name right?
Yeah.
I do too. I think that's important because I want you all to get my name right, and I think it's important for you guys to hear your names correctly too.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Good job. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Braxton, we were in math class, and our substitute went into the closet, and she came out with a different pair of clothes on. So she changed in the closet of my elementary school.
Well, how'd that make you feel?
Weird.
You never seen a teacher do that before?
No.
I have to admit, that is a new one for me. What do you think that teacher should have done?
Like gone to the bathroom?
Gone to the bathroom to change clothes. Think about your favorite substitute teacher and tell me what you like about that person.
He's funny.
He's funny. Okay, you think funny's important?
Yeah.
But it's still important to learn, isn't it?
Uh-huh.
So the best way is to have fun while you're learning. You agree with that?
Uh-huh.
All right, good job. Thank you very much.
My favorite story about a substitute teacher is one time when I was in first grade. This was my very first time having a substitute teacher, and it made me so uncomfortable that I was like, "Oh no, what's going on?" And then when I figured out that the teacher came back and I asked her, "What happened?" and you had a substitute teacher, is like, "What does that mean?" And she explained, it's like, "I do not know what you talked about." Tyler.
Now tell us, what makes your favorite substitute teachers your favorite?
My favorite substitute teacher's my favorite because they keep me interested, but like I don't want them just like be boring. I want them to have some humor.
Okay, so make the class interesting.
Yes.
All right, good job. Thank you.
Welcome.
All right.
A while ago, I was in first grade, and I had a substitute teacher. I didn't know her name, so I asked her name, and I went up to her, and she said, "I like your shoes." I was like, "Thank you." She was like, "Who are they, yours?" I was like, "No, they're my sister's." She's like, "Oh, you have pretty big feet." I was like, "I know, you have big eyes."
Okay.
And then she called the principal, and then the principal called my mom, and then like a week later, I figured out she was related to me.
Oh, that is funny. Let me ask you another question. How do you like substitute teachers to reward you for good work?
Sometimes I just like them to give me candy.
Give you candy, okay. I'll try to do that in the future then. How's that? Yeah. All right, good job, good job. All right, guys, there you have it. That is your clips from your favorite shows. You always like the ones, the highest listened to shows were the ones where the kids told us what they want from a substitute teacher. So mouths of babes, we can all take that to heart. What I promised you I would do here at the end of the show, the best thing you can do for those students, in my opinion, is to call them by name. So especially for the ones that you've had multiple times, go out of your way to not only learn their names, make sure you're pronouncing them correctly. That means so much to them. I think it helps the classroom experience. I also mentioned I wanted to share with you the phrase that I love to hear most in the morning, and there's not a day of substitute teaching that goes by anymore that I don't hear it. I walk in the door and a student says, "Mr. Collins, who are you subbing for today?" You know, that's got to make you feel good when you hear that because they're hoping you're going to be in their class. So that's what I look forward to. I'm going to close with a short audio recording that was recorded right after I substitute taught. I called in to a music show to mention some music and some observations I had while substitute teaching. So it was on a national radio show. I'll let you listen to what the DJ said. During the question, it was an email question. In the meantime, thanks so much for making this first year an absolutely great one. There is no way I thought I would break 10,000 listens. I'm glad you're out there. I hope that we can get back to substitute teaching on time when the school year starts. In the meantime, you all have the best of weeks, and I'll see you in year 2.
Note from Greg in Kentucky. I'm a retired accountant, and I recently started substitute teaching 6th grade math. Good for you, Greg, giving back to the community. But, the first letter of retirement is R for relax. But this is good. This is great. And it's great to interact with the kids. Good for you. That's right. No moss growing under Greg. He says, I've noticed on party day, I was in 6th grade for a full school year. I didn't have party day. Well, it's party day. Anyway, I've noticed on party day, Greg, what are you doing to these kids here? On party day, the kids all know We Will Rock You, Sweet Caroline, Uptown Funk, and Louie Louie. Question, what other songs fit the category of songs that are known across all generations? Good question. Certainly those 4 fit it. We Will Rock You is anthemic. Sweet Caroline is like the most sing-alongable thing in the world. Uptown Funk is just nothing but a good time. And Louie Louie is Louie Louie. Songs across all generations. It's a great question. I like it. And hats off to you, Greg, for staying busy and helping out the kids with the math. But work on your golf swing, too, would you please? Yes, get lit. And what's with party day?
Music provided by Ben Sound.